Being able to report on call data in Google Analytics is one of our most sought after features, and the process for configuring your integration is incredibly simple. Google Analytics is one of our plug and play integrations, and the first step is to configure the integration within the Infinity Hub. Once configured, this will send call events directly into your Google Analytics account and requires setup on both the Infinity and Google side. In this video, I'm going to show you how to begin the process by setting up your integration within Infinity. The first part of the integration setup is to ensure that our standard JavaScript is amended to include the Google Analytics integration tracking. To do this, you will need to navigate to Settings, Setup Settings, Tracking Settings, and finally JavaScript. Within this window, you will need to select Google Analytics and you will see that the amended code has appeared below within the JavaScript selector. Once this code has been updated, it is ready to be deployed on your site, and we would always recommend ensuring that this process has happened before moving forward with the next steps of the integration. To complete those next steps, we will need to navigate to the integration configuration itself, which can be found here. This is where you can configure all of our plug and play integrations, and the first step is to identify the integration type using this drop-down menu. For this setup, we're going to go ahead and select Google Analytics. Within this window, you'll be prompted to complete further information about your integration setup. The first step is to enter your UAID, which you can collect from your account admin settings within Google Analytics itself. Once you have the UAID inputted, you're then able to configure an event value, which will be passed into GA with each call event should you wish to. As we can see, you can select either the call or bridge duration as the event value to send. However, for most of our customers, we would recommend the not sent option. Once we know where to send the data, you can now define which type of calls you wish to send into Google Analytics. There is a lot of flexibility with this feature, and you're able to decide the parameters which you wish to send using these drop-down menus. So for example, if I wanted to send calls which triggered a certain goal, then I could use this functionality to set this up. As you can see here, we also give you the flexibility to add in multiple parameters, and one of the most commonly used features is to use the outcome type to decide whether or not you wish to send through voided calls into Google Analytics. One of my personal favourite features with this integration setup is the ability to be able to send a whole host of data into GA from our platform using custom dimensions and metrics. Using these simple drop-down options within custom definition mappings, you're able to identify data sets from within your Infinity reporting which you wish to send through to Google Analytics itself. So for example, I might want to send through the segment ID, and then I would decide whether I wanted to send that through as a dimension and allocate in the Google Analytics slot ID. This is an incredibly powerful tool and will allow you to add all important data into your broader reporting set. It really is as simple as picking what you want to send and then telling our platform which index number has been allocated to the dimensional metric from GA. Please note that you will need to begin this process in Google Analytics and have assigned which level of scope you wish to use prior to setting up this part of the integration in our platform. If you are using e-commerce or enhanced e-commerce in GA, then you're able to send through an e-commerce event value using this window as well. Further information about our e-commerce integration can be found within the integration article. The next step is to configure the integration with Google Analytics, which we will cover in our next video.